It looks like YouTube changed their settings because one of my videos says copyright, no one will be able to watch it. And I think before it said something like copyright blocked in certain countries. So it seems like it's changing um, YouTube. So anyway, I posted a video, but it says nobody's going to be able to watch it. But then the other video, they said they can watch it. So I guess I put a song in there and it's blocked because of it. So I don't feel like rewatching it to see what I said in there, so whatever. I had a rough day yesterday. Obviously, still having a rough day. I look very tired. I didn't sleep well last night. I found out that we had a death in the family yesterday, and it kind of rocked my world. And so I spent the day hanging out with family and talking about it and all that good stuff. This helicopter keeps doing like circles over the neighborhood. It's like the third time I've seen the same helicopter do a circle over the neighborhood. Um, I mean, if it's LA, you know what the helicopter means, but it's like, a small Jersey town. It's like, that's suspicious. What's this weird helicopter doing? Um, so yeah, I didn't sleep very well last night. I couldn't eat anything. I just had coffee. I was like in a state of shock and couldn't eat and couldn't really sleep last night because of it. Um, so just trying to recover today and hopefully I'll get a good night's sleep tonight. We'll see how it goes. Um, it was obviously a member of the family that I loved, and it always, it was a surprise. It was like a surprise death. It wasn't something that you know, like I just talked about, like a death in time where they die when you're expecting it. They die of old age or they die of a disease or something like that. I guess it was sort of illness related, but anyway, I don't think I'm in the right state to talk about it right now since I'm like barely, um, I'm still recuperating from the news myself. Um, so couldn't sleep last night. Lots of space codes happened. Um, like I said, they kind of start to come on when things get too intense in your life to deal with. So, a death in the family will obviously cause intensity to pop into space codes. And then it's been really intense today. And so I just started watching some Michael Fassbender because he's my machine elf. And that's sort of an indication for us that we're popping into non-physical reality, which would, anyway, I'm feeling weak today, so I don't feel like over explaining. But anyway, the the space codes popped. There was a crystalline structure in the sky that looked like a crystalline UFO. And then there was a Palladian that came down from the ship. There was a red doorway that opened last night in my gate, and it was a draconian um, Nibiru Planet X door, and there was people talking in there saying that we need more people to come forward, and I agreed with that statement. We do need more people to come forward, and one thing that my cousin and I were talking about yesterday was MK Ultra changes in our life. And there was one that I remember in particular where I was like, I drove past his childhood home. I was like, I drove past your childhood home like a day ago or 2 days ago. And he was like, the one in Florence? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, that I think that got demolished. And I was like, no, I just um, drove by it 2 days ago. The little blue house that we grew up in, like I grew up in it as his cousin. I mean, I grew up in this house, but you go to visit your cousins or whatever, you hang out and you have fun together and you play together. And I was like, no, it didn't get demolished. It's still there. I just drove past it like 2 days ago. And he's like, I saw on Facebook that it got demolished. And I'm like, that is so weird. Like, like a friend of his or something told him that, a friend of his told him that it was demolished and maybe took a picture of it for him or something like that. And I was like, no, I just drove past it. It was fine. So it was literally like timelines, like not aligning at all. And like, I'm literally talking to my cousin, like right in front of my face, like in the same living room, like literally just having like a normal cousin chat. And it's like, he's like, I saw it was demolished. And I'm like, I saw it. It was there. Like, just weird, bizarre. And there was one other thing that happened too. It was the same type of thing, and I can't remember it, where he said something, and I was like, no. And it was like the same sort of thing. It's like we both have evidence that like there's two different timelines that we're talking about. And like that's, and we were like, oh, that's so weird. Like, are we talking about different timelines and we're on the same timeline? That was what we thought. Um, and yeah, because he has a memory of it being demolished, and I have a memory of it still standing, like from 2 days ago. So those are completely like different timelines, and we're overlapping and talking to each other. And I'm like, oh, this is my cousin from like literally a different timeline. So that was really interesting. And something that hasn't. Oh, there was another one. My uncle, in a picture, had glasses on, and we'd never seen him wear glasses before. And it was like like a school picture, a picture in his youth, and he had glasses on, and nobody remembered him ever wearing glasses. And then there was like a bunch of pictures in the pictures. We were like going through family pictures. And there was a bunch of pictures that like nobody ever saw before. Like there was this one um, of me in front of my grandma's house, and I'm going like this, and it's really cute. I mean, it's downstairs, and I have like this pink outfit on, and I was going to see my little sister the first time at the hospital, and like nobody's ever seen these pictures before. Like we have these pictures of like me holding my siblings, but somehow we've never seen these pictures of like me holding my sister before, and me in this little pink outfit, which was really cute. And for some reason, I had a book bag on. Like, did I go to school in the morning and then I went to see her after, and I still had my book bag on? But they took a picture of me in the morning before I went to school, maybe because it was like her birthday. But it was like a bunch of pictures like that. We were like, oh, we've never seen these pictures before. Like, where did they come from? And then there was another one where my uncle was wearing glasses, and we've never seen him wearing glasses before. So there was like a bunch of like weird things that were like coming from like another timeline, like blending in. There was obviously a Palladian UFO in the sky last night. The whole when it entered, well, first it was here comes the helicopter again. First there was this red door, and then he was saying like a bunch of things that I guess caused a space anomaly, and the whole sky turned to static and sort of went wham wham, like, and then the Palladian UFO entered, and sort of just like the movies where it's like sped up to hyper speed and then it slows down immediately, and it was a really big UFO. It wasn't like a tiny cylinder, sort of like a city in the sky, and it was all sparkly, and the whole sky sort of sparkled like diamonds, and like crystalline diamonds. And I was like, wow, that's so pretty. It's so cool. And then my father walked in and he said, the room is going to um, turn into nothing's there for just a minute, just a moment. And that means it's going to be cold and dark and nothing's going to be there. And so it turned into that. And the Palladian walked in during nothing was there and said some words to me and then kept going. And then a bunch of other things happened. There was a lot of uncomfortable feelings, a lot of weird images, stuff that we're working to clear today. And um, I'm turning like bright green. Can you guys see it? I'm like glowing bright green right now. I've never seen myself turn bright green before. But I'm feeling really weak. It's hard to walk. I just feel really tired when I walk. I ate something today already. So maybe I'll try to eat something again a little bit later. But I'm obviously feeling weak because of, all the emotional stress of the death in the family. And obviously that's very hard to go through when it's someone you're close to and it's somebody you're not expecting. It kind of just like happens all of a sudden. And so there's just a lot of tension and negative turmoil in the air today, and it's obviously affecting my energy. Um, so obviously that's why we're working to clear it. I feel, you know, so weak. And oh, okay. So that was another thing. So I'm watching Michael Fassbender break down his career from Inglourious Basterds, blah blah blah. It's a Vanity Fair video, and I'm watching, and a bunch of different characters in the movies that, there's like little clips of movies are literally turning into ghosts as I'm watching it. I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe they're turning into ghosts. Like they have like a etheric field around them and they're turning into like gray, like they literally look like a ghost, like grayish ghost matter. And so um yeah, so that was really interesting. Um and yeah, just trying to clear my energy so I can take the day on tomorrow. And I mean, clearly space is in the building, so the Pallades are in the building. I did see myself go down to Crystal Castles yesterday, so there can be Palladians in Crystal Castles, and they're obviously like combining energy last night. Oh yeah, there was like weird mechanical men in my room as well. Um, I think we went down to you again last night, and so that's why it's like all over the internet. Um, and um, yeah, did you see me, guys? Turn bright green, and now I'm not bright green. Now I look like a human again. That was amazing. Oh, and the sky turned bright pink last night, and then this morning it was bright pink. It kept turning bright pink, and it's still bright pink. Um, but it only is like bright pink out of the corner of my eye. Lots of ghost birds again today, in the sky. Lots of weird planes flying in very weird directions. Lots of weird spam calls that come through the phone and leave very weird messages. Um, I don't know why spam calls are so out of control. Um, and there goes another ghost plane. I just saw a ghost plane disappear in the sky. So, just a lot of intensity, and um, I'm hearing that I saw the nothing this morning. I saw the nothing, the nothing in the sky when the sky sort of opens up and it looks very ominous, and the sky is like gray and cloudy and ominous. And then nothing appeared out of nowhere and sort of did its thing. And, you know, so yeah, very intense energy. And that's why I didn't post in this morning because I'm just like so out of it and so weak today for obvious reasons. And yeah. Oh, and I did see a person turn into a zombie in front of my face just for a split second. I saw a person, like, you know how they have the veins like popping out of their head, like the very like prominent veins that like start coming as they turn into a zombie. I saw that on a person's face, and I was like, wow, that's so cool. Um, so people are starting to turn into zombies right in front of our faces, guys. So yeah, it's real. Ellies of the world.